Hey everyone, welcome back to the Know My Go channel. Today is February 9th, 2026, and the AI world has somehow decided to drop news in every direction at once, from billion-dollar domains and biometric social networks to AI in religion, security, and even your Microsoft Office. Let's break it all down. News 1. OpenAI's real human-only social network. This first story comes from Unwire.hk in Hong Kong, published today, February 8th, 2026. According to Unwire.hk, OpenAI is quietly developing a brand new social network whose selling point is humans only. The whole idea is to solve the bot problem that's been plaguing platforms like X, formerly Twitter, by designing the network from the ground up around identity verification. Here's the twist. Internally, OpenAI is reportedly focusing on using biometric technology to verify that users are real people. We're talking things like facial or other biometric checks to prove you're human before you can join or maybe even post. Right now, the project is in a very early stage, less than 10 people working on it inside OpenAI, but the direction is clear. A social platform where bots simply can't exist, because every account is tied to a verified human. If this actually ships, it could change how we think about authenticity online, but it also raises massive privacy and ethics questions. Who stores that biometric data and how is it used? And this theme of AI reshaping human spaces and raising new ethical lines is something you'll see across multiple stories today. Let's jump from social networks to something you might not expect: religion. News 2. AI enters churches, temples, and pulpits. This news comes from Reuters, shared on Hacker News under the AI topics section, and the Reuters piece was published on February 7th, 2026. Reuters reports on how AI is increasingly fusing with religion. We're seeing chatbots that answer spiritual questions, AI tools helping pastors and priests draft sermons, and even experimental AI preachers or virtual spiritual companions. Instead of just Googling, what does this verse mean? Some people are now asking AI chatbots tuned to specific religious traditions. Clergy are using AI to prepare talks, find references, and tailor messages to their congregations. But, just like with OpenAI's biometric social network, this raises deep questions. Who controls the training data? What happens when an AI gives religious advice that conflicts with doctrine? And is it okay for spiritual guidance to be partially written by a machine? So even in spaces that have historically been deeply human and personal faith communities, AI is starting to play a real role. Now, while some people are using AI for spiritual comfort, others are paying a serious price behind the scenes to make these models work. News 3. Indian women harmed by violent AI training work. This story also comes from Unwire.hk, published today, February 8th, 2026, summarizing reporting originally from The Guardian. Unwire.hk reports that A large number of women workers in India have been hired to help train AI systems by reviewing extremely violent and disturbing content every day. We're talking about the kind of material that needs to be filtered out of training data sets or flagged for moderation, and it's taking a severe toll on their mental health. The report describes how they're being required to watch or label violent content repeatedly, leading to serious psychological harm. This is part of the invisible labor behind safe AI. Someone, somewhere, has to handle the worst data so the rest of us don't see it. So while we're celebrating new AI features and shiny products, the Unwire.hk and Guardian reporting is a reminder that there's a human cost in the supply chain and that ethical AI isn't just about what the model outputs, but also how the data is collected and who gets hurt in the process. Let's pivot from ethics and labor to the more hardcore technical side. AI agents that hack, secure, and even migrate infrastructure for us. News for an autonomous AI hacker for your web apps. This next piece comes from GitHub, highlighted on Hacker News in the AI topic section, and the project page was shared there today, February 8th, 2026. The tool is called Shannon from KeygraphHQ, and it's described as an autonomous AI hacker that can find actual exploits in your web applications. Instead of just scanning for known vulnerabilities, the idea is that an AI agent can reason through your app, try different attack paths, and discover real exploitable bugs, essentially acting like an automated penetration tester. This could be huge for security teams. Imagine running an AI agent overnight and getting a list of real, reproducible exploits in the morning. Of course, it also raises the obvious question: if defenders can do this, attackers can too. So we're heading into an era where AI is actively probing software, not just helping write it. To support these kinds of agents, developers are now building the infrastructure to let AI do more, while keeping our real systems safe. News 5, VibeBox, a sandbox for AI agents on macOS. This story comes from a Show HN post on Hacker News under AI Topics, published today, February 8th, 2026. The code is on GitHub from developer robcholz. VibeBox is described as an ultrafast macOS sandbox for AI agents. The problem it solves: if you let AI agents run on your local machine, they might execute code, edit files, or run commands you don't fully trust. Normally, you'd get constant allow, deny prompts, or risk your real environment. VibeBox instead spins up a fully isolated Debian Linux virtual machine using Apple's virtualization framework. One command drops you into a VM that mounts your project directory read-write. You can configure CPU, RAM, disk, and mounts in a simple VibeBox TOML file. The result is that your AI agent can go wild inside this sandbox, run commands, edit files, execute code, but your Mac stays sealed off. It's a practical step toward letting autonomous agents work more freely without compromising security. And speaking of infrastructure for AI agents, there's another piece in the network stack space. News 6 Pilot Protocol, a UDP overlay for AI agents. This one also comes from a Show HN post on Hacker News in the AI topics section, published today, February 8th, 2026, with the code on GitHub by TeoSlayer. Pilot Protocol is described as a UDP overlay network stack for AI agents written in Go with zero external dependencies. In plain language, it's a lightweight networking layer that can help AI agents communicate over a custom overlay network instead of just raw traditional networking. Think of it as specialized plumbing for distributed AI systems, especially useful when you have multiple agents running in different places that need to coordinate, send messages, or form ad hoc networks. Together with tools like VibeBox and Shannon, you can see a pattern. People are rapidly building the ecosystem to let AI agents act more autonomously, hacking, securing, communicating, and operating in sandboxes with minimal human oversight. And that brings us to a real-world story of an AI agent doing exactly that. News 7. An AI agent migrates a live server while the owner goes to dinner. This story comes from a personal blog post by Michael Chinen, shared on Hacker News in the AI topics section today, February 8th, 2026. In the post, Michael explains that after 15 years on AWS EC2, he suddenly started getting charged for his website. Instead of manually handling the migration, he used Claude, an AI coding assistant, as an unsupervised agent to migrate his server to a more secure and cheaper, even free setup. Here's the wild part. He literally let the AI handle the migration while he went out to a restaurant for dinner. The agent took care of tasks like configuring the new environment, moving files, updating DNS, and securing the setup. When he came back, things were working. This is a glimpse of where tools like Shannon, VibeBox, and Pilot Protocol are headed. You tell the agent the goal: migrate my site securely and cheaply, and it does the rest. Mostly unsupervised, but if agents are increasingly involved in infrastructure and code, how do we keep security under control at scale? That's where DevSecOps comes in. News 8. AI accelerated DevSecOps. This news comes from SCWorld.com, highlighted on Hacker News under AI topics, and the resource was shared today, February 8th, 2026. SCWorld talks about the next evolution of application security, AI-accelerated DevSecOps. The idea is that instead of adding security as a slow manual step, AI is woven into the entire software lifecycle from coding to testing to deployment. AI tools can automatically scan code as developers write it, flag potential vulnerabilities, prioritize risks, and even suggest or implement fixes. In CI/CD pipelines, AI can help interpret security scan results, reduce false positives, and focus teams on the most critical issues. This connects directly to Shannon's autonomous hacking and VibeBox's safe environments. We're moving toward a world where AI not only writes and runs code, but also continuously attacks it, defends it, and hardens it all inside automated workflows. Now, zooming out from infrastructure and security, let's talk about something much more symbolic, but still very real: the value of AI itself. News9ai.com sells for around 70 million US dollars. This story comes again from Unwire.hk in Hong Kong, published today, February 8th, 2026. On Wire.hk reports that the domain AI.com, one of the most coveted domains on the internet, has been sold for an eye-watering price of about 70 million US dollars. The buyer is reported to be Chris Marsalik, the co-founder and CEO of Crypto.com. AI.com has changed hands a few times over the years, but this latest sale is being described as possibly the most expensive domain transaction in the world. This tells you everything about how hot the AI space is right now. Just owning the two-letter domain AI.com is considered worth tens of millions purely because of the brand power and traffic potential. So while some people are building AI agents and infrastructure, others are literally buying the front door to the AI internet. And finally, let's bring it back to something a lot of you will actually use day to day: productivity software. News 10 Microsoft Office 2024 with AI now on sale. This news comes from Mashable's tech section, published today, February 8th, 2026. Mashable reports that Microsoft Office 2024 Home and Business for both Mac and PC is currently on sale for about $99.97, which they say is around 60% off. Beyond the discount, what's interesting for us is the AI angle. Office 2024 includes new AI features and performance updates across the core apps Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Outlook, and so on. We're seeing more intelligent writing assistants, smarter data analysis in Excel, and AI-powered help in presentations and email. Essentially, the kind of AI you see in standalone tools is now just baked into the productivity suite that millions of people already use. Combine that with AI-powered security pipelines, AI agents that can migrate servers, and even biometric verified social networks, and it's clear AI is not a separate thing anymore. It's just part of everything. Closing. So, to tie it all together, from OpenAI's rumored biometric real human social network reported by Unwire.hk to Reuters coverage of AI entering churches and religious spaces to Unwire.hk and The Guardian, shining a light on the human costs of AI training in India. We are seeing AI reshape not just tech, but society and ethics. On the technical front, Hacker News is surfacing a wave of tools. Shannon as an autonomous AI hacker on GitHub, VibeBox as a secure macOS sandbox for agents, Pilot Protocol as a network stack for AI agents, and SCWorld.com's look at AI-accelerated DevSecOps, all building toward more autonomous, powerful AI systems. Michael Chinen's blog post, shared on Hacker News, shows what that looks like in real life. an AI agent migrating a live server while he goes out for dinner. Meanwhile, Unwire.hk reports that the domain AI.com just sold for about $70 million, showing how valuable the AI brand has become. And Mashable highlights Microsoft Office 2024, bringing AI into everyday productivity at a big discount. If you want to read any of these stories yourself, check out the links from Unwire.hk, Reuters, The Guardian, GitHub, SCWorld.com, Mashable, and the personal blog we mentioned. They'll all be in the description so you can dive into the original sources. If you found this roundup useful, hit subscribe so you don't miss the next AI news drop, and let me know in the comments which of these stories excites you the most and which one worries you the most. This is Nomigo. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next AI news roundup.